Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
2nd and 1. They set up the screen to Penny. 7 yards there and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by Penny. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now back to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. You ain't doing nothing today. Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. To throw on second down, Sanders throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then it curls back inside for the completion. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders, operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotion.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
I remember when I was a kid, nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain, and guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. They'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving them with a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
This quarterback now 8 of 8 throwing the ball in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Complete. Smith has it. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 17 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Hubbard, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up. Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hubbard, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Hubbard, and just a couple yards there down to the 17. This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. Sanders from the gun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Sanders now from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch in this NFC championship, but it's a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll set up to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Penny. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On the draw, this is Penny. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Let's go.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
A gain there of 21 yards. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Sanders. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Sanders to throw again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sanders. Now he'll pull it down. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. How about that? Their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. No problem there on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Penny, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
53, Mike 53. Watch twist, watch twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point safely through, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, what half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the New York Jets who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On first down, Hubbard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Ed Oliver. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Hubbard, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard. And now running right through it. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, it's Brooks. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Oh, Amari Cooper couldn't pull it in there, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Alert, alert. 3 down.
Now Sanders operating from the gun, sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So he missed his first couple hits there and puts his team up by more.
And while it wasn't absolutely crucial at that point, how great is that for his confidence to finally put one through the post?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
False start offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. After the penalty, it's Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He's coming. We got double up.
To throw is Sanders. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Sanders looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hubbard, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds Penny. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this one complete to Smith. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's called. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Now Rashad Penny. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Packers on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now back out comes the offense. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Sanders on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Hubbard. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So the Packers down by 7, and time a huge factor. They need a touchdown to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.